The royal banquet hall glittered like a cage made of gold. Every crystal chandelier above reflected wealth, power, and arrogant symbols of a society that believed status alone defined a person's worth. Noble families gathered in expensive attire, sipping wine and exchanging hollow laughter, unaware that history was about to fracture before their eyes. At the center of that gathering stood one woman, Scarlett Elvandimian, daughter of a powerful duke, fiancée of the second prince, and today its sacrifice. Her crimson eyes were calm, almost lifeless, as Prince Kyle von Palestine raised his voice. He made sure everyone could hear him clearly. This was not a private decision. It was a public execution of reputation. With theatrical flair, Kyle announced the annulment of their engagement. 17 years. Gone. No hesitation. No remorse. Gasps echoed across the hall. Nobles leaned forward, eager to witness scandal. To them, this was entertainment, another drama to gossip about once the wine ran dry. Then Kyle did something worse. He introduced another woman. Tereneza Hopkins. A girl with modest features and a carefully crafted innocent smile stepped beside him, clinging to his arm. She bowed slightly, playing the role of the fragile victim who had finally been saved. The nobles applauded. They praised the prince's bravery. They admired Tereneza's gentle heart. They congratulated the couple as if nothing had been destroyed. Scarlett remained silent. Kyle smirked, mistaking her silence for defeat. He spoke again, his words sharp and deliberate. He called Scarlett cold, emotionless, incapable of love. He declared that being engaged to her had suffocated him, that she was nothing more than a burden forced upon his perfect life. Laughter followed. Scarlett finally spoke. Her voice was calm, rational, almost detached. She reminded him that their engagement was not a childish promise, but a political contract established by royal decree. Cancelling it publicly without proper process was a violation of noble law. Kyle scoffed. Then came the accusations. He claimed Scarlett had bullied Tereneza relentlessly, destroyed her belongings, spread rumors, physically assaulted her. Every lie was carefully chosen, dramatic enough to shock, vague enough to avoid proof. Scarlett denied it simply. She had never even interacted with Tereneza. That answer sealed her fate. The nobles twisted her honesty into arrogance. They called her proud, cruel, and incapable of empathy. Some whispered that she had always been dangerous, too talented, too strong, too different. Kyle delivered the final insult. In any story, he said loudly, a woman like you would be the villainess. The word echoed through the hall. Villainess. Scarlett smiled faintly. If this world demanded a villain, then she would no longer pretend to be a saint. She asked for one final request. The nobles assumed compensation. Gold. Land. Instead, she requested permission to strike Tereneza once. Silence consumed the hall. Shock turned into outrage. Before anyone could stop her, Scarlett moved. One punch. Tereneza collapsed instantly. And with that, the mask shattered. Scarlett Elvandimian had never been gentle. From childhood, she possessed overwhelming strength and a violent sense of justice. When she witnessed cruelty, her body moved before her mind could intervene. Once, a noble child abused a servant boy behind the estate. Scarlett broke his arm. Her brother scolded her, warning that violence would isolate her. Scarlett understood, but she did not regret it. At her debut, she learned how fragile noble pride truly was. Smiles hid malice. Polite words carried poison. From that day, she trained herself to remain calm, silent, controlled. That was when Prince Kyle entered her life. Her fiancé, her tormentor. From the very beginning, Kyle treated her like property. He mocked her achievements, insulted her family, and commanded her obedience. When she didn't react, his cruelty escalated. Her father could not protect her. The engagement was royal law, so Scarlet endured. Years passed. At the Royal Academy, she became a legend. Top of her class. Master of magic and combat. Students admired her from a distance, whispering her nickname, the Icy Rose. Kyle despised her success. After being removed from the special curriculum, his humiliation turned into rage. He publicly declared Scarlet his slave, forcing her to serve him meals and endure insults. She never resisted, because patience can be sharper than rebellion. Everything changed the day Prince Julius intervened. The first prince was nothing like his brother. Calm, intelligent, observant. He stopped Kyle's abuse effortlessly and apologized to Scarlet, not as royalty, but as a human being. From then on, Julius watched her, challenged her, matched her. For the first time, Scarlet felt rivalry, not hatred, but excitement. Someone who saw her strength without fearing it. But fate had already chosen her role. Back in the hall, Scarlet unleashed everything she had suppressed. Guards collapsed under her magic. Nobles begged like animals. Their dignity dissolved the moment fear touched them. Scarlet saw the truth clearly. This society deserved destruction. She walked toward Kyle, offered him a final dance, and ended everything.